What's up, Kansas City? This is your host, Glenn Frizzell. Welcome to the HBCU President Series. Today's special guest is the 20th president of Alcorn State University, the first female president, Dr. Felecia Nave. Welcome to Cascade Media Group's HBCU President Series, Dr. Nave. How are you doing today?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you. And I want to start off by first thanking you for that wonderful introduction. But to share with you, we call it all corn. So always all corn.
Alcorn, and that
There
is
you
the
go.
home of the brave champions and scholars. Did I get that right?
Absolutely. You got that right on.
So what's going on at Alcorn State University there, Miss Nate?
Everything, we are getting geared up and very excited about the start of the fall semester. We had a very good academic year last year, albeit with the challenges that we faced with COVID-19. But we were able to push through and make some major milestones and ensure that our students continue to have a great educational experience while we focused on their health and safety and making sure that we were able to mitigate and account for and respect the fact that COVID-19 was very real and very present, but making sure that we delivered on our promise and providing them a quality educational experience both inside and outside of the classroom, but in a very safe way. And so we're just excited about the upcoming start of the semester. We will get back into football play. I know my alumni, my students, the fans have just been starving and anxious to get that part of their experience back and excited. Yes, we're excited about our other athletic teams and sports as well, whether it's soccer, volleyball, track and field, men's and women's basketball, tennis, and then just getting the kids on campus so that they can continue to grow and develop. We're pushing out a number of different initiatives that's really focused on expanding what their experience looks like and just kind of focusing in on their health and well-being. And so we're just excited. We're doing the work that needs to be done to make sure that we continue to graduate scholars who have the knowledge and character that Alcorn State University is known for.
Wow, that sounds really exciting there, Dr. Nate. Can you tell us what does that look like, challenges in the COVID area? What does the academic life, the academic environment on a campus such as Alcorn State, what does that look like?
Right. So, we were all, kind of hit sideways in March of 2020 when COVID really expanded. Kids were off on spring break, and what we thought would be an extended spring break turned into having to send the kids home for the remainder of that school year. And although we pushed through with online and remote learning, because that's a part of their experience, and they had previously been taking one or two online classes, but to now have all of your classes online, not have the benefit of being able to get together and do the peer study, the peer groups, and the peer encouragement was something that was different. And so it required that we looked at our delivery systems, whether that be in teaching pedagogy, in remote learning resources, and support services for tutoring, advising, mental health counseling, and the like, and began to fill those gaps and add those resources to the university so that when we did come back or return fully face to face, we would still be able to support the students in a traditional sense, but now have this added value of having these remote services as well. And so when we kicked off the fall start of the semester, what it meant was that some services we had to limit the capacity in terms of the number of students that were allowed into offices, into auditoriums. Classes that were typically 30 were split into smaller sections so that you had A/B sections. So part of their instruction was done in an online. It was a hybrid type of instruction. So part would be online, where the next day would be alternating day would be face to face. It meant that some of their extracurricular activities had to be virtually streamed or zoomed. Capacity limits on our in our sporting events, as well as some of our social extracurricular events. It means having a lot of plastic and plexiglass. So whereas, I think we're used to being much more compassionate and affectionate with each other, being able to touch and feel, that kind of went away. And so
Now,
we
Dr. Nathan, excuse me, is any of this coming back? We know that academic environments, collegiate environments have had to adapt given the COVID area. Is there anything students will not be able to do in the upcoming school year?
No, we are looking to come back as normal as possible. So, we're encouraging students to be vaccinated because that in itself helps us manage the environment, and it means we don't have to go into some of the isolation and quarantine protocols that we had to use this past year. But we are still pushing those best practices while at the same time going ahead and opening up for full service operation. But it has given us another tool so that when we have bad weather days or any other type of event that normally would have resulted in classes just being canceled, we know we have an alternative. We can use Zoom.
Now, Dr. Nate, the Alcorn Experience, we're going to get into the history in just a little bit, but I have to claim that I am a Frizzell. My family is from Durant, Mississippi. I have a cousins, Carl Frizzell, Shirley Frizzell, and I believe Portia Frizzell, all are alumni of the illustrious Alcorn State University, but they've yet to tell me what the experience is like. So can you tell me, what is the purple and gold Alcorn State University experience?
Oh, it's then I'm really got mad at you that you mispronounced the name, because you have some familiarity with Alcorn. But I actually know some Frizzels from Durant. Have a really good friend and colleague who's a Frizzell, so I'm sure she knows exactly who you're talking about. But the Alcorn Experience is one of a kind. It's a place that whether you're on the campus or you're across the waters in Timbuktu, whenever you see a Brave or you see someone with that Alcorn shirt, we can immediately, it's a kindred spirit type of connection. And so there are things that are experiences that we have on this campus that has spanned generations. Walking across the yard, meeting friends underneath the giant oak trees, the tailgating experience during any game event, particularly homecoming, is phenomenal because no one is a stranger. If you're hungry, you walk up to a tent, you're gonna get fed. The friendships, being that we're out in a remote area, you create bonding, you create some bonds that you may not be able to create in other places. It's that sense of knowing that you have people who care about you, but you also know that in gaining an educational experience and opportunity at Alcorn, you have real examples of people who've gone on to do great things. And so there are bowling in the sub, or shooting pool, playing that pickup ball at the game. So there's just a lot of popping the loop of activities. They have different names across the generation, but the activity in itself is still the same.
You said popping the loop. I'm not quite sure what that is, Dr. Nate.
Alkanites will know.
Okay, okay. You did mention something. You said that if you're hungry, you walk up to a tent, you're going to get fed. Now, I know that HBCUs have certain things in common. You talk to people who attend HBCUs, alumni, there's this family, there's camaraderie, but the HBCUs are not monolithic. They have some unique experiences, and part of that is the history of HBCUs. I'm sure Alcorn has a unique history. Can you share a little bit about what makes Alcorn so special?
Oh, absolutely. So Alcorn has been around for 150 years. educating, providing access and opportunity to citizens in the state of Mississippi and across the world. We are the oldest HBCU land grant institution. So in addition to carrying out our academic mission, we also have a community mission and focus through our extension agents in providing educational attainment and opportunities to students, to ranchers, to farmers. We were founded Hiram Revels, who was had the first senator after Reconstruction, who came back to serve as the first founding president for Alcorn State University. And over its illustrious history, we have grown and expanded into beautiful 1,700 acres on our main campus. We have a satellite campus in Natchez, as well as a location in Vicksburg. And so we've continued to grow, to expand what our expertise, but remain focused on what are the pillars of Alcorn State University, which is agriculture, education, nursing, and we have a significant STEM population of students. Pound by pound, we graduate students, more students disproportionately, who go on to receive advanced degrees in the STEM areas. And given our size, given our mission and focus, it really sets us apart as an HBCU. And so it's an experience where we take students where they are, which is, all HBCUs have been doing for a while, and we build them. We build the character. It's not just what they learn within the pages, but it's that whole experience that is used to mold and shape the students and being leaders of the future. And you see that in that there are Alcornites who are leading across a variety of venues, whether it's in athletics, whether it's in civil rights, whether it's in higher ed, whether it's in medicine, whether it's in military service. Alcornites do well. They perform.
Organized. All right. And you mentioned Senator Hiram Rebels. Am I saying his name right?
Hiram Rebels.
Hiram Rebels. He was a black senator, right, during Reconstruction, if I'm
Yes.
not mistaken. Okay. So tell me a little bit about why Alcorn State? Why Alcorn State? It's in Lorman, Mississippi. What is there to do at Alcorn State, and why, if I'm interested in attending Alcorn State, why should I actively apply?
Oh, absolutely. So Alcorn is a university that, if you're looking for an exceptional educational experience that's enriched with a lot of out of the classroom activities that's going to help grow you, that you're going to be networked and partnered in a way that when you finish in 4 years, you have a job waiting for you in major companies and industries across the world, that we are an
That's important.
institution
That's
that's
important.
is very important, that's focused on the future and making sure that our degree offerings are relevant, that we're meeting the changing market demands, that we're making the adjustments in what the experience look like to meet what students today say that they need in order to be successful. And so students who are looking for a challenge, students who are looking to be challenged in their growth, in their development, and whose focus is in nursing, agriculture, the arts and sciences, in STEM, as well as in education and psychology, we offer programs that are nationally renowned. They are accredited programs, and we have graduates who have gone off and done well, and not done well 50, 60 years ago. We're turning out graduates year in and year out who are going on to have very successful careers. Now, in terms of what is there to do, it's all about how you look at it. If you're looking for a very a place where you can come and learn and not have a whole lot of distractions of, say, of an inner city in place, then Alcorn is the place for you. We are far enough away where you can learn in solitude, where you can create your own fun, where you can explore nature, but close enough to major urban areas. I can't say metropolitan because this is Mississippi, but close to urban areas where, if you want to get into a movie or eat out at different restaurants or golfing or whatever your take may be, we're we're away from it, but we're close enough to it that you still have access to those type of amenities. So if you're looking for a true experience that you can be confident that when you finish, that the world is at your fingertips for the taking of what success you want to have, will have, and what ceiling you'll break, then Alcorn State University is the institution for you.
Now, I must say I am a Howard University graduate or alumni, but my family, my name, Brazil, it comes from, again, Mississippi. And every time I'm down there, they won't let me forget it. So uh, I want to say congratulations again. I understand this is the 150-year anniversary for Alcorn State coming
Yeah.
up. Congratulations. I know there'll be some celebrations and some mentioning of that. I also need to mention that you yourself are alumni of the university, class of, can I give your class? Is it 90?
I am the class of 1996. So you have someone that's just not talking about it. You have someone who is a living testament to what an Alcorn degree can do for you. It takes you from a little old town in Prentice, Mississippi, educates you. I've been all around the world, all as a result of what I was able to learn at Alcorn State University, to now come back and sit as its first female president and the 20th president in our 150 years.
Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Any final words for our viewers?
We are, we're still registering. We're still taking applicants for admission for fall 2021. And, we're a very welcoming institution, and we will work with you to get you where you need to be. And so if you're interested in an experience and you want looking to be educated, come on down to Alcorn State University, www.alcorn.edu.
Well, we thank you for enlightening us. We hope that we can maybe check back in with you sometime during the school year. What's up, Kansas City? This is your host, Glenn Bryan Frizzell, here with our HBCU President Series. We'd like to thank Dr. Felecia Nave, and we like to give a shout out to Alcorn State University, responding to the challenges, standing up in higher education. Go purple and gold champions. Brave.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. Home of champions and scholars.
All right.
This is brought to you by the Black Archives of Mid America.